Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige. This is Seeking Alexandria. Today we have a foundation review. Yes, God, another one. It's been like 10 minutes. I don't know what to do with my life. So we are talking about the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. It's not a new foundation. I'm not saying that it is. I just haven't tried it before, and I was like, well, I guess we better change that. I got this from the Ulta.com website. It is $49. You get 1 fluid ounce. Did I just burp or something? I don't know what that was. But I picked this up in the shade Siberia, which is described on the website as light with neutral balance of pink and yellow undertones. It was the closest one that had, the next one up had just pink undertones, and that is not me, child. So I went with the lightest shade. It looks like they have 20 overall shades, so not a horrible selection. You know, it's pretty decent. A lot better than one of the last ones that I reviewed that had 6. I was like, what? Just stop right there. It says in the description box that this is 1 Drop Pure Performance, a uniquely fluid 16-hour long wear foundation that delivers full, natural looking coverage with unexpectedly weightless wear. Highly pigmented and perfectly balanced, this breakthrough formula builds and blends effortlessly, leaving a soft matte finish. Even tone technology instantly neutralizes redness and dullness while working long-term to reduce the appearance of discoloration for more even uniform skin, humidity resistant and oil free. And it does have 4.5 stars. It's been reviewed 78 times. So I mean, it has pretty decent stuff going on. For primer for this, because it said natural and it didn't just say like super mattifying, I am going to go in with my Peter Thomas Roth. If it had said like, you know, super mattifying, that kind of thing, but it did say natural looking, which on my face will transmit more to the, you know, holy but Jesus. Oh, no big deal, just dropped a setting spray, whatever. But that'll translate more to like an oily skinned type appearance for me. I couldn't figure out why I felt so funny. Maybe it's because all my hair is still in my face. I need my ears. Oh yes, that's so much better. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my face and take my freaking glasses off yet again. Of all the steps to forget, it's always the one where I take off the glasses. Like, how do you forget that? I don't know. Okay, we have all the prepping happening, so let's go ahead and open this up. It does say to shake well. Ugh, I trip over my tongue all the time when I talk. Alright, so let's actually try to get this out of the bottle. Ooh, nice. Again, this is in the shade Light 1 Siberia. Wow, that feels really liquidy. All Day Weightless Foundation. It's probably going to be something like those pigment drop type feeling. When I reviewed actually the, I think it was the Jouer Cosmetics one, I said that it seemed really liquidy. So is Fenty Beauty. That's another super liquidy one. So yeah, it feels like that. Obviously I haven't tested any out yet, but like, eeh. Alright, so let's go ahead, and it's got this really nice kind of frosted glass component, and it does have a pump. Yes, God, it has a pump. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to get some out. Oh, okay, this isn't... Oh, my fudger-ducker. You guys, it just went all over. Look at... There's something wrong here. There's something wrong here, because I'm getting, like, just oily weirdness all over my shirt. Okay, let's, like, try this again. I feel like there's something wrong because I'm literally getting out like a liquid, like just liquid. Okay, instead of doing it through the spigot, I feel like I'm going to take it out of here, like out of the bottle, and I'm just going to like put some on a brush. This is the Chic Foundation brush by It Cosmetics. I'm just going to kind of wipe this like on this, like that, and kind of get some that way because I don't want to keep using this spigot. I don't think it's right. I think there's something broken. And in this case, broken is translating to Paige wearing it, and Paige doesn't like that. Very yellow undertone. It's okay when it's applied with a brush. It does have kind of like little small streaky marks to it that I'm not in love with. I'm going to go again, one more pass right here and try it again. See how it builds up and does it with a brush. I think that the coverage is okay, but it does look kind of odd and patchy. I'm going to try and buff that out with a beauty blender and see how that goes after I deposit a huge friggin' fuzzle on my face. I definitely like the what the sponge did as far as like more pushing it into the skin. I don't love this undertone, especially when it said that it had more of a neutral Undertone, didn't it say neutral? Let me double check. I don't want to lie. It said light with neutral balances of pink and yellow. So it's not pink and yellow, it's just yellow, just to clarify. So I'm going to go in just with this stick here, kind of mix it up and just kind of wipe it on my face. I'm going to go in with a little bit more, obviously, because the sponge is going to soak up quite a bit of it, I would imagine. Because that's like what sponges do. It's literally in their nature. Yeah, I definitely like this a lot more with a sponge. I feel like it really evens it out a lot. Now, I feel like if you have dry skin at all, this would cling to like every dry patch on your face, because I'm just looking at like, I don't have really dry patches per se, but I do have like very pronounced and like textured skin, and I can see it like wanting to settle into those areas. I'm going to take a little bit more, again, just on the stick right here and kind of go in along my jawline, because that's where I need extra coverage. And then we're just going to give us a big swipe on the forehead. Again, I know it looks like a lot, but because I'm using a sponge and this is so liquidy, the sponge is soaking up a decent amount of the product. And it's shearing out, or not shearing out, but it is working with the rest of it very nicely. It's having a hard time sticking to my nose. I'm going to put a little bit straight onto my nose. That was more than I wanted, but that's okay. Okay, like just to be on the realist level, I hate the way it's looking on my nose right now. Like, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it in the camera, but it's like clinging to the weird, like it's sitting inside of all my pores, but like it won't stay on top of them and like go on my skin. It's kind of doing that all through here. It's just weird looking. Like, it seems to be sitting on my face in such a way that it's very like oil based maybe, and it's just not mixing with my facial chemistry. It's almost like the pigment itself, like what makes foundation, that color, is sitting inside my pores, and then like the oil mixture, like what came out on my hand, what sprayed all over me, that like oily separation type thing is like what's settling to the top of my skin. It's just weird. It is super, super lightweight, like on the positive side. Like, it's a very, very lightweight feeling. And it is really, like, it's decent coverage. I'm not going to say it's super duper full coverage, because I definitely still have quite a bit of acne where I've put, you know, I've put numerous coats of this now and it's not covering them the best. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shape tape up, I'm going to hop over into another video. I'll stop back on and let you know kind of how it's layering with products. So far, I'm not super in love, and I'm really not in love with the fact that it like sprayed all over me for no reason after I literally shook it for like a minute and a half. Like, I was on my phone, so I know I shook it for at least a minute and a half, like full on shaking it, and it didn't mix up that well. So I am going to hop over to those videos and I will be right back and let you know how things is going. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to make this real short, simple. My camera battery is about to die. I will check in with you later at the end of the day. I am like on fire. That's why my chest is so red. But I'm not in love with this foundation. Everything is layering so odd. I feel like it turns my face a little like weird shade of orange. I don't know. I'll check in with you guys and let you know. So far, nothing amazing is happening. I feel like it's breaking up on my nose already and in between my brow, which is really weird. The chin area up here a little bit, but not too bad. I'm skeptical that it'll last more than 5 hours, but I will check in with you guys here shortly and let you know. Real quick, you guys, I actually just got up, left, and then came back to my filming station just to show you this. Or not show you, but tell you. There is like a ridiculous amount of texture currently on my face that I am not living for about this foundation. And in natural light, again, don't know in here, it is oxidizing, and I couldn't see it before because my hair was down. But like, what? What? I'm a little shooketh. I think parts of my face look good and parts of it not so much. So we will see at the end of the day. Just wanted to pop back on and show you that. Okay, for real, go enjoy your day. No, wait, I'll go enjoy my day. That's how we're going to do this. Yes. Okay, you guys, I obviously went out and I have been living my life, and I have some final thoughts on this foundation. Obviously, we will do the close-up, which you guys know we do on my channel. Every time I do a foundation review, we get all up close and personal, like this far from my face, so we can really see the picture and what we are dealing with. This has been on my face for about 7, maybe a little over 7 hours. So it's about a standard if I had been at work kind of day. I was doing some cleaning. I made sure that, I was actually doing things. That way I wasn't just like sitting on my ass, and then the foundation review kind of doesn't carry as much merit with me. So you guys, when I first was reviewing this, and in my last couple clips I was like, I don't have a lot of faith in this. I don't really think that this is going to end very well. And I am not kidding when I say, like, when I'm done filming, right, I go ahead and I have to take a thumbnail, which is like the picture that you see, for the video to click on my video. It's what YouTube shows as my picture. And all of my thumbnails, my skin looks so gorgeous. Like, I actually kept going like, what? Huh? Really? Because all the thumbnails that I took for all the different products that I was testing today, I couldn't believe how nice my skin looked. And I was like, man, like, that foundation must be like doing some voodoo on my face. Well, the only issue that I have noticed, like, pretty consistently, and I noticed it too in some of the other videos that I shot today, is that it almost looks like it either photographs or films at times very orange, and it did oxidize some, and I don't know, again, how much it picks up on camera in different lighting. So I think that would be my first complaint with this foundation, is just it seemed like the pigmentation was off. Earlier I was out there and I was gonna take an Instagram photo for oh gosh, for Influencer. I got a box full of free stuff from them, and I wanted to take an Instagram photo with one of my items, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, my face literally looked like a different color. And so I'm not sure what was going on there. That does happen with me from time to time with different foundations and whatnot. For some reason, my skin will oxidize one day with the same foundation, same setting powder, and then not the next. It is the weirdest thing, but it does happen. And it did that with this one, so I don't know. I would probably try a different setting powder in the future. Today I used my Beauty Bakery because I couldn't find my Airspun, which then I later found under a pile on my vanity. So I did find it. So I will probably try this foundation again with that setting powder to see if it makes a difference. But you guys, for 7 hours, I definitely have some thoughts. This ended up wearing and looking literally 10 times better than I thought it was going to. I thought that it was going to settle into all the pores on my nose and be awful looking and be cracky and smudgy, and it actually is not. It looked really, really beautiful all day. Like, it seemed like the coverage, it held really nicely all through here, all along my jawline. The coverage stayed top notch. This actually looks really, really smooth, really like almost laminate plastic like on my face. It looks so, so good. The biggest issue that I have up here on my nose, it is super duper, like, super oily. And yes, I do have highlight on my nose, but like even on the sides we have quite a bit of oil. But again, that happens to me. I'm super oily, and I did not blot for 7 to 8 hours, so that says something. That's pretty good for me. I also noticed that it settled into my Hulk line quite a bit, and then even these guys on the sides of my mouth, we had a lot of settling there. Along or around the nose area, like on the sides right here and here, we had a ton of like breakage and like kind of it coming off in that area. I do touch my nose a lot throughout the day just because it itches. I feel like, I don't know what it is with me, honey, but like my nose seems to itch a lot, like always right here, like in the crack. And I wonder if that's like just because foundation like settles into the cracks in the sides of my nose, but I always get that there, so it's not super, super crazy. It did look a tiny bit cakey up in this area, which is kind of weird. I think that might have something to do with the setting powder maybe not working well with this foundation, because this foundation definitely was not a thick foundation by any means. I did have to layer up quite a bit, so I'm not sure, kind of where that falls. I do feel like too there was something wrong either with my bottle or my pump or something in here, because it was super duper liquidy, and I like that's even too liquidy for me. I'm curious about trying this with like what I call like a transport medium, as far as like even like a CC cream, BB cream, anything like that, because it is such a thin viscosity that I wonder if I mixed it maybe with even just a tiny bit of CC cream, if it would like settle or sit on top of the skin rather than sink into my pores and soak in as bad as it did. So I want to try that as well. But you guys, overall, this was actually a really beautiful foundation. Like, it mixed so nicely with my Shape Tape. It looks like I do have a little cracking here and here on the sides of my mouth. However, I also did shoot the Huda Beauty strobe lips tonight, so I did do quite a bit of lip swatches. So that could be, if you see that, that could be where that came from. But overall, you guys, I'm actually really impressed with this foundation. It was very oily skin friendly. I would suggest an anti-oil, you know, regimen. Setting the whole thing, definitely a must. Using a good primer to, you know, resist the oil, all that. Because I have a feeling if I had not went in with my Peter Thomas Roth, we'd be looking at a hell of a lot more oil than we are right now. But overall, like I said, you guys, I actually really do enjoy this. I think that it stayed looking really nice. How about I go ahead, my God, my lips look ridiculous, just from that video. How about I go ahead, zoom you guys in, we take a look at these problem spots I'm talking about, and then we shut this camera off and go to bed. Yes, honey, bed, bed, bed. I'm an old woman and I love my bed, bed, bed. Okay, so the main areas, which you'll probably be able to see really well right now, are like right in here. You can see it sloughed off the side of my nose and right into here. And then same over here, right in the nose, and then right on the side of my nose. A little down here, but again, that could have been because of the lipstick swatches. And we did settle in quite a bit into these lines right here, as you can easily see, like, holy cow. And then obviously my Hulk line did quite a bit of eating today. It ate a lot of foundation. It's like, oh, rah, 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 rah. I'm really mature. But overall, you guys, like, look at how nice all of this acne stayed covered. These I had a hard time covering from the beginning, so, like, let's just be fair. But the planes of my face still look really nice. I feel like they look dewy, luminescent, but like not oily. They're not like nasty feeling to the touch. They're just overall really beautiful. Again, I do see a little bit of breakage under here, but I did have to blow my nose. So like, let's be fair, could be from that. A tiny bit of breakage in like this whole area right here, but overall, nothing too shabby. So you guys, I'm actually pretty impressed with the close-up. I'm pretty impressed with it overall. I was actually really, really shocked because when I was layering on my bronzer and my blush, I actually had to like buff out my blush a little bit extra because I accidentally put too much on. Big shocker. And as I was doing it, I was like, oh man, like here comes my foundation. And I, honest to God, thought that it was just going to slough right off my face because it wasn't sitting right and I wasn't digging it. And you guys, not only did everything layer really well, but it stayed really, really nicely. I mean, my highlight is still popping. Everything just, it still looks really good. And I'm just, there's something about me and like, I'm just so shocked always when I try a foundation that like from the start, I am so convinced I'm going to hate. And then I keep going throughout the day and I'm just like, damn, damn, damn. Oh yeah, and there's just such a level of like, this is really working out. Okay, this is not working out. Why are these so twisted? Girl, don't get it twisted like your bra strap, because it's twisted. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. I am going to wrap it up, call it a night, go edit, and go to sleep because, oh honey, I have a big day tomorrow and all the filming to do yet again. You guys, I hope that you are loving these videos. I have noticed such a huge like increase in my subscriber count and my views and everything, and I just want you guys to know I genuinely appreciate all of you. I know I say this like every 5 videos, but it's so fun for me to get on here, talk to people, have a platform, and like just get to know other people in the comments and what you say. And I don't know, I genuinely really enjoy it. Like, I know that people will say it when they've got 1 million views and they're making all the money and and everything's so great, but I genuinely enjoy it on a level of like, I just love being personable with people. Like, I don't like to go out and like, oh, hey, let's go hang out at your house or like, let's go do something. I'm not that kind of person, but on this level, I love getting to hang out, talk with people, and just like chill. You know what? It's like, I don't want to sound weird, but I am kind of a hermit. Like, I'm a 95-year-old. Look at my sweater. Like, I'm 97, and this is how I enjoy my life. I had my hair in an old lady bun before this, but I pulled it down, so everything would look shadowed correctly. But the reality, you guys, is just, I just enjoy this so much, and I love that you guys come here and that you hang out with me and you comment down below and you actually engage with me, and I don't know. I think it's really awesome, you guys, and I appreciate all the love, support, the likes, the comments, the shares, everything. You guys telling other people about me and getting other people engaged in my videos. I just think it's awesome. So thank you so much for allowing me to do that and giving me this platform to speak and like be with other people, because it's awesome, especially when someone like myself who's like sick, so I'm kind of limited to what I can do. You guys like help me bring the world to me, and I appreciate it so much. So you guys, check that description box, because I have been super active and loving the Snapchat lately. Me and the dog, I should say. I've been dragging my poor dog onto my Snapchat, and she really loves it. Probably sometimes, maybe a little, not so much. And my Instagram and all the other handles are also down below. And don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, share the video, and just keep on showing me that love in the comments, y'all, because I love and appreciate it so much. And I will talk to you guys all later. Hope you have a great day. What was it? I'm sorry. What? I hope you have a great day, night, weekend, or whatever it is when you're watching this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Better than expected.